If you're in the Mid-Atlantic and looking for your next toy, I really hope you check out Blue Ridge Power Sports located in Harrisonburg, Virginia. All their information is listed in the description below. If you're after a Honda, KTM, or Can-Am, they've got you covered. They have competition motocross, enduro, and cross-country bikes. They also carry sport quads and utility 4x4s from Honda and Can-Am. Every customer is treated as if they want your business and for you to return in the future for your next machine. I really hope you consider Blue Ridge Power Sports for your next purchase. Trust me, you'll have a great experience. Yeah, shout out Blue Ridge Power Sports. I love those guys. Great dealership if you're looking for a new KTM or Honda or Can-Am. Yeah, VCHSS 2024 Kairos Dusty this year. I missed the race last year. The year prior it was totally muddy. But yeah, plenty of dust, even in the woods, which is pretty rare. This is down in Glen Lynn, Virginia, very south, like just near the West Virginia border. Holy smokes, was this a good one. A good one in a very brutal, exhausting way. I was out there for a little over 2 hours. I got in 3 laps. They were 11 miles long each, approximately. And this was by far my best finish. So this is C-Class, 30 plus is the group I'm with. We had just under 200 riders in the C-Class round. Great turnout. It was supposed to be muddy, but ended up being perfectly dry. So pretty hard pack, beaten down course that's been ridden quite a bit. So there was a ton of chop, acceleration chop, braking bumps, heading down ravines and things, kind of like this. You'd run into a lot of chop. Also lots of deep ruts too that are just kind of baked in over time. Excellent course though, not complaining. It was a tough course, it was a rough course. I wouldn't want to do that every round probably, but the variety just makes it nice. Nice little rocky creek crossings. Pretty congested here at the beginning. There was not a lot of open grass track or anything where you could really make big passes. So the first lap was not congested, but just busy. I think that's Kyle up ahead of me on the Suzuki. He's in my class. I had my best performance ever. Our class 30 plus is pretty stacked, and I actually did all right. It was a very hot day too, well into the 90s Fahrenheit, and I think that played a huge factor. It was well into the 90s and it was humid, so that just makes for brutal conditions, which definitely affected everybody. I ended up getting a little bit sloppy on my 3rd lap, to the point where I actually kind of had to tone it down a smidge. You'll see I start stalling the bike. It's in the video on my last lap. Make a little crash on that 3rd lap. But yeah, it's just real busy here. You got 5 riders ahead of me, 5 behind me. Creek crossings where this kind of stuff happens. Nothing they could do. I probably could have gotten on the brakes a little bit quicker, but and all these riders are going by now. So I rear-ended that dude. Sorry, man. As it was happening, all I could think was, oh, please let my bars not be tweaked. So I pull over because I hear a really thunderous 4-stroke thumper. It's just my boy Randall. He's in my class. So I just let him by. He wasn't revving or nothing. We know each other. We're good friends. But when I hear someone on my butt like that for a while, I just pull over, let them pass, even if they are in my class, whatever. Oh yeah, this person got hung up on this hill climb, so had to make a last-minute little workaround there. It's little things like that where I'm really happy to be on the 2-stroke again. I rode a 350 XCF last year, and it was really, really great. Awesome bike, but you're just trying to finesse clutch it up little workaround things like that where traction's low. It was tough. Terrific course though. Elevation was just all over the place. Sandy, silty in spots, and especially on some of these turns and berms. you get a nice pile of that deep, silty, soft sand where if you catch a front tire out there, it's going to suck you in like quicksand, kind of pull you off the main rut. And hopefully that doesn't happen on a slope. I think I catch on camera a couple people get, you know, pulled off course a little bit. I felt good though. Lap 1 was okay. It always takes me like a solid lap to really get into a groove. But I want to avoid arm pump at all costs. I'd rather have a decent first lap and a good second and third or fourth lap rather than like a really fast first lap and then suffer with the arm pump the rest of the race. Yeah, there you go. That rider just kind of faded out of that main line just a little bit, and then that deep sand just grabs your tire. Good save, just rolling down the hill, roll with it. Ho ho, back in the red light district. Don't Google that one, kiddos. Few riders here and there hung up. I didn't see any bikes overheating, but definitely saw some people overheating. Definitely, you know, look out for each other out there. Jeez Louise. The dust, too, just kind of, you know, made breathing a little bit more difficult. Definitely made vision more difficult. It's really hard to tell with just this camera angle here, but there's kicking up enough dust. Oh, there goes Rick Weatherall, still healing his ACL. Seems to be going good. He's the doctor who helped get my shoulder back correct and in working order. I separated my shoulder last season, so I reached out to Dr. Weatherall. He also races. Not right now, you know, he races in between ACL repairs. So I caught back up to Randall. And I'm feeling pretty good. As far as first laps go for me, this one actually went really well. Like I kind of got into a good zone here quick. So I'm behind Randall for quite some time. Like, he and I are so hit or miss. We are... Normally we are very evenly paced. Some days he's faster than me, some days I'm faster than him. In the beginning he's always usually a bit faster than me, that's for sure. Like the first part of a race, maybe if I do catch him.
Come on, let's go get Randall.
If I do catch him, it's always at the like maybe later on in the race. Trying different lines here, seeing if I can't work in a pass. Got it! Couldn't really quite run away from him though. Did end up right behind another rider, but I think we work in a pass or something here soon. Tried the green map today too. I put that switch on. It did not come stock. This is a 2024 KTM 300 XCW. So it's got the option for 2 maps. Oh, turquoise boots. Yeah, more on him later. It's got the option for 2 maps, a white map and a green map, but you do have to buy the switch for it. Otherwise, you got to access this little dongle. So yeah, so I stall out on that sloppy hill climb. Well, I made it sloppy. So then Randall passed me back. But yeah, turquoise boots, we go back and forth quite a bit this race as well. Some good racing. Yep, gotta go play catch up now. That'll give you some juice too. Like when you goof up real simple like that, and then you get passed by someone that you just passed. Just gives you motivation to go hunt them down. Some parts of the track were fast, flowy, and smooth, and then a lot of it was deep ruts, lots of chop. Like my elbow joints are sore. Finally catching Randall here again. I think he had a very brief hang-up, which allowed me to catch him. Yeah, it definitely paid to stand up this course, which I tried to do as much as I could these first couple laps. And the third, it just 2+ hours, fatigue started setting in a little bit. So I'm looking. It's choppy, bumpy. I'm thinking inside line. Oh, but this person gets the pass on me. Snuck it in right around the outside. That was really smooth. Also, I think I remember this rider from the previous race. I'm not trying to be weird, but I'm just super impressed by your form. I think we catch back up to him here in a little bit. Like, impeccable form. Reminds me of Josh Toth, the National Enduro rider. I think he just actually won like 4 in a row for the National Enduro Series. Man, that dude is just smooth. His form is so fluid, kind of like Jet Lawrence. Like, the bike's doing quite a bit underneath him, but his actual body's just like smooth and barely moving at all. It's just really cool to watch. So yeah, excellent form. Okay, I did make it weird. Sorry. Yeah, I even say it out loud right there. Like, dude, your form is perfect. It's just something I always try to emulate. Like, I am just a mere C-Class hero, slowly getting faster and faster. Got hung up there a little bit. But I do know that very, very disciplined form, even when you're slow, that will just help you in the long run. If you can bake that into your memory and build up that endurance in those muscles early on, as you find speed, you can actually apply it more. I think, I don't know, seems to be working. Quite a few little choppy, rooty, deep rut sweepers like that. Good stuff. Didn't want to fall off of that one. Whoa! Missed a downshift. Yeah, why did I leave that in there? That's embarrassing. Yeah, I goofed up a couple of them hill climbs here and there. But overall, this course was just too fast and flowy to really find too much trouble. Choppy, for sure, but still fast and flowy. I hung out in third gear 80% of the race too, maybe even more than that. Finally started grabbing fourth gear in sections, and second gear a little bit here and there. Here's back to perfect form. Just can't get enough of it. It's motivating. I mean, look at me. I'm sitting down right here watching this person with their perfect form. There we go, standing up. The more you do it, the easier it gets. It just starts paying dividends. Dusty. Really hard to see the tracking spot, so I pull over letting that person by, and it's turquoise boots. But they were coming up hot, and I didn't want to hold them up, so I'll let them by, even not knowing who it is. Yeah, so we go through scoring here. So there ends lap 1. Like, all right, feeling pretty good. And here's Joe Overstreet. Joe is normally, he's in my class. Normally, he beats me every single race. He's pretty fast. But I actually caught him here, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Maybe got some arm pump or something? Am I riding good? That can't be it. So get around Joe there. Back up here with turquoise boots. I love the boots. I think the Liat's pretty sweet looking. Little bit of an off-camber climb. Ooh, steady. Yeah, the track was so dry, hard pack, and like loose, silty sand on top. Any amount of rear brake, you just hear your knobbies sliding. So it just made it a little bit more difficult to modulate that rear brake and actually get some, you know, to steady the back end and things. It would just initiate a slide that much easier.
What up, Russell?
Russell! He bought my 2022 KTM 300 from me, and he is flying on that thing up in A class. Awesome dude, Russell. A little hang up here, and I'm just like, shoot, turquoise boots, that's a good line. I'm going to copy that.
Good line.
Yeah, good line, good line. So I think they're pulling away from me here. I'm trying to keep up, but just don't have enough for them right now. Slowly pulling away on me. Lap 2 really starting to feel a lot better here. Definitely well into the flow state. Building confidence. Get that first lap out of the way so you kind of know at least anything crazy to look out for. Yeah, here I finally go for a drink from the tube. So I grabbed some water. This course was so demanding. I took one drink of water this whole 2-hour plus race. I just drank water till I was uncomfortably full. Drop the tube and go. And there we are. We're reeling them back in a little bit. Staying with them. Although I think he did get caught up by a rider a little bit. There's another little deep rut sweeping turn. Lots of those. Again, this course is ridden year-round by all sorts of riders, so which makes it fun. Again, not complaining, not complaining. I want to make that clear. Thoroughly enjoyed the track. It also kicked my butt physically. Like, my bones were sore after this one. Palms are a little bloody. My hands today look pretty comical.
Thank you.
So I think this is my friend Tim. And this is where I'm getting a little bit confused. So Tim actually had a little bit of a bike malfunction, like his airbox cover fell off or something. Bike wasn't quite running right. But Tim is way faster than me. I've got no business hanging with him. And I'm sitting here thinking like, all right, what's going on? Like, I saw Joe early. And here's Tim. There's Rick again. He's running the Horizons while he's healing up. So cool of him to do that. I'm like, I should not be. I can understand maybe catching up to Tim for a moment. Like maybe he had a little tip over. You know, maybe he's got like maybe he does have a bike malfunction or something like that. But to be able to hang with him, no, something's wrong. I guess I just had that good of a race. Again, though, I think fatigue really kicked everybody's butt, my own included. But it was cool. I got to ride with Tim. I never get to ride with Tim. Normally he passes me, I get depressed, I get over it, and then, you know, everyone goes on with the day. I'm just kidding. But it does pass me quick. Look at us both sitting down. This is terrible. Inside line. Oh. So now I'm actually getting, like, I can smell a pass here. If I'm not clipping trees, jeez. But I can smell a pass. I'm trying to work one in. But he's still going fast enough to where I'm just going to try and pass him naturally here. Yeah, I tried a little hotline there and it ended in a little bit of Tetrising through some Some trees there. Another bad line. So now you gotta play catch up. Yeah, those hot lines, sometimes they can lead to an immediate pass, and sometimes you're playing catch up. Tim and I rode for a good while here, so obviously I cut a lot of it out. Alright, now I can see it's time. I say, it's just me, Tim. So he lets me by. Alright, now I'm going to try and put some space between us. Choppy through there. My second lap was my best time. Not actually by a decent amount. My first lap was pretty slow, getting hung up here and there, just trying to find flow and everything. Well, my second and third lap were decently close. But I think being behind Tim, and I do catch up to Zach here eventually, I think riding behind those guys for a while really just kind of pulled me along. It sort of like forced me into like a speed that I normally wouldn't have hit. Turquoise boots again. Here we go. What is this, round like 8? We're just doing a little dance here. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Choppy little climb right there. So glad you guys cannot see my feet through a lot of these ruts and hill climbs. They are just flopping and dabbing all over the place. So he just lets me by. All right, yeah, I get you. I do the same thing sometimes. But I'm actually feeling really good physically, so I'm going to try and take advantage of it and put a gap on it here. I mean, I love those Liat boots. I think they're sick looking, but if I see them too much, I'm going to want a pair. I don't need to be spending that kind of money right now. So here, I can't believe it. I'm like, no stinking way. Is that Zach Swanson? And this like actually kind of confirms for me, like, man, I might be riding good today. I still, in my mind though, I'm like, man, everybody else is just having an off day. What is going on? Because I didn't feel like I was going that much faster than I normally do. I think it was also kind of the nature of the course, like, the natural spread between lap times was, oh, hold up. Stacy, she got caught up on that hill climb. Stacy, very beloved in the VCHSS family. Yeah, they cut off this little corner here for us. I'm not sure what happened to that outside turn. I guess it just got too washed out or something. But yeah, I didn't feel like I was going exceptionally fast. I don't know what happened right there. But I guess it was working out because Zach is definitely faster than me. I got no business hanging out with him. But I got to ride with him for quite a while. First time I think ever. At least for any amount of time, especially this deep into a race. This is at approximately the 1 hour mark. I think I came in 8th place in my class, give or take. We got a lot of fast dudes in the 30 plus line. We get the designator J, Juliet, on our number plates. And there's some fast dudes in there. And I came in like 8th, and I think I was like a minute and a half between like myself and like 6th place or something like that. 6th or fifth place. I don't know, somewhere around there. Doesn't matter. But it was, just to say, it was great racing, which that's all I'm here for. Still on Zach's butt. I can't believe it. So follow him through scoring here. Lap 2 in the books, feeling good, but starting to feel that fatigue a little bit. Nothing crazy, I can still push hard and confident. It isn't until much deeper into this 3rd lap where I start to get sloppy because of fatigue. And whoo, is that scary. So I can't believe I'm still with him here, and I'm just like hoping I can try and get a pass in. Down rider right there.
That kid took you off last night.
Zach, of course he can't understand what I'm saying. He gives the look back, sees it's me, and he shouts, "Cody!" I know exactly what it means. It's like, "Hey man, welcome aboard. Let's go riding together." So we do, and I shout back at him something like, he's got a baby boy as well. Something like, "Did that baby boy keep you up last night? Like, why am I here with you right now? You must be having an off day." So then we catch this rider. Well, I was behind Zach for a very long time.
Oh, Zachy Poo!
Zachy Poo! I think his front tire just caught some of that silt or something. And it's so easy to wash it. That was kind of a spot where that silt would collect. But that's not the last we see of him. I have my own very similar tip over. So now trying to work in a pass here. It was a pretty wide open course, but also somewhat surprisingly difficult to pass on. I think just because of all the ruts, and the main line was very burnt in, and there were not a lot of hot lines burnt in. I mean, a couple like that one just here and there, not necessarily a hot line, more of just an alternate. I just let out a woo-woo. That's kind of like, I think that's the 4th time I've ever done that in the 3 years I've raced. Not really my style, but if I know we're in different classes and I'm faster, I'll let one out. I just like passing on my own. So I know Zach's right back there. He picked his bike up quick. And I'm just thinking, how cool would it be to actually finish ahead of some of these fast guys? So now I'm kind of in maintenance mode. I don't know what to call it. It's the final lap. I'm just trying to keep it together. I haven't had any crashes at this point. You know, I had that one little, couple silly stalls or something, but one get off, but I stayed on my feet.
That was close.
Yeah, that was close.
Holy snikes.
Yeah, so here's where it starts to settle in, the old fatigue, and it's actually having an impact on me. And it's physical and mental at the same time. Your body's a little bit slower to react, but so is your mind. And here, I catch William. He's in my class, and he's normally way faster than me every single race. Or, several minutes at minimum. I got no chance of keeping up with him typically. So I couldn't believe I caught him too. I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm doing. I did have a Powerade in the morning, so that, honestly, that's the only variable, so it must be that. Now, catch up to another few riders here. Some really good racing deep into the race here, 3rd lap. This is the first half of it. The second half of the 3rd lap, I basically rode alone, so I cut out the vast majority of it. Hill climb! But here I have my own tip over. Simple little caught the bar. So there goes, I'm pretty sure that was William on the 4-stroke, and Zach right behind him.
Oh, finally got one.
Yep, luck finally ran out there. Came down on my right shoulder too, which is nice and strong now. Shout out again, Dr. Rick Weatherall. Drive Physio Performance out of North Roanoke, not Roanoke. Yeah, Roanoke? Right into North Carolina there. Oh, shoot, I forget. Yeah, incredible physical therapist. Races himself. He actually made rehab fun. But third lap, oof. Now I'm in management mode. Not really like maintenance. I guess that's essentially the same thing. Also, my analogies couldn't be worse. But yeah, I'm just kind of in like chill mode. I'm trying to go fast. I'm trying to maintain speed, trying to go slow less. But while also reducing my risk here, I have a few more close calls where I get a little bit sloppy. Also, my hands are literally kind of peeling apart. That just, that's a little bit distracting. So you try to forget about that as quick as you can. But the elbows are getting sore, you know, from all these downhills, just bracing. But that's everybody out there. Yup. Sloppy, sloppy. I just said there, if I was standing up, that wouldn't have happened. I was sitting down on that little uphill. Yep. I had to bleep that, yep. Smashed my left shoulder directly on the tree. I got a nice, it looks like road rash. I mean, my shoulder is okay today. And I hope the tree's alright. Yeah, that one hurt. Third lap, got it done in one piece. The bike's okay. Almost hit one more tree right before the end. Yeah, that was a great race. I got to ride with people I normally don't ride with. Had a little chat here with Zach.
You had an off day or I had a good day?
Dude, you were killing it.
I'll take it. I'll take it, man.
Dude.